We're here at the U.S. Women's Open event preview. That's right, before the U.S. Women's Open, you have an event preview to get everybody buzzed on what's going to happen at the U.S. Women's Open. We're going to show you the course, we're going to talk to LPGA players, we're going to find out what's it going to take to score well in this course, what's it going to take to top that leaderboard, what's it going to take to be the U.S. Women's Open 2019 champion. We don't know who the other players are that's here. That's going to be the surprise. We know Arya Buchanan is going to be here. We have no idea what other LPGA players are going to show up. We're not prepared for individual questions for the other ones, but we will try to say hi and just ask them about golf and how their game's going. And if people walk up to them when they find out that they're a pro golfer and do the air swings, and see if they can help them out, if they can fix us.
You're out there a little bit. How does the course look to you? How does everything like it's setting up for a U.S. Women's Open?
I think the course looks great. They've changed the rough lines on a couple of holes to make it a little more interesting, and I think everything looks great out there. The winning score, I think, might be pretty low here, just depending upon the conditions. I'm kind of hoping that Charleston gets a break and it stops raining a little bit, and the greens can get kind of firm and fast, and that'll be a good protector. And I'm also hoping the wind blows a little bit, because when you think of the Country Club of Charleston, you always think of kind of windy conditions, or the wind coming off the ocean. And that's part of playing here. That was part of growing up, and part of how you play the golf course is how the wind's blowing, the direction it's blowing from. I'm just excited to watch these players play the course that I grew up on and where I learned to play golf. I'm really excited to see how they play it in comparison to how I would play it.
What are the ladies on tour thinking about this Open?
This tour, U.S. Open?
Yeah.
All of them just think like this one of the hardest tournament ever, and because the U.S. Open always hosts on the golf course that's so tough, so hard to win.
Arya, I read once in an interview that you like to give yourself a self-talk before before a round. What are you telling yourself in those self-talks?
Sometimes I have, pretty negative. So I talk about, the future. I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna play. If I play suck, what's gonna happen? So I need to have the right mindset. So I need to have a good self-talk. So just be nice to myself and don't think too far ahead in the future. Just come back and stay focused, be present.
Also, I noticed that when you're out there, you're like a lot happier than some players. A lot of players are in a zone, but you're smiling a lot. You're acknowledging fans. You even
I didn't ignore the fans.
No, you acknowledge them. I meant.
No.
And you clap when somebody does well with an opponent. Do you think that helps that disposition, like being happy on the course rather than like being dialed in?
I'm not trying to be happy on the course, but I try to be myself.
Okay.
So that's how I do. So I'm always happy to see other player play well. Because, to be able to play well, especially U.S. Open, it means so much.
Yeah, this is a special place to me. My golf career almost kind of started here, so it means a lot.
Now you're, both professionals, if you will. What's it kind of like to talk to Beth and pick her brain about, especially about the course?
Yeah, she's awesome. She's always been so helpful, and she's just a great person and a great resource to have. I don't see myself as an equal to her quite yet, but she's definitely a really special person, and I know we all appreciate her and all the advice that she gives.
What's your number one goal for your rookie season? What do you really want to accomplish?
Honestly, my main goal is to just learn to adjust. I think this has been a huge step, and I just have to learn how to travel, how to eat healthy, how to live on the road. So basically my goal is just learning how to live life on the road.
So we're here on hole number 9. We're starting at 9 because this is the halfway point. It's the most exclusive spot to start in a shotgun start usually. The 9th hole is where you want to start. because it's the turn, you know? It's where you really have to turn it on if you want to post a low score. We're going to turn on right now. And this hole was sponsored by Charleston's own Bene Wafers. Best by June 2019, so get them quick. Okay, should be right side, that should be okay. All right, we're good. You know what I think these are? I believe they are water bottles. I'm not going to take one before they're given out, but I will peruse the water bottles. This is a nice setup. So you go to the tee and there's going to be your own water bottle. It is local hot sauce from Lily's of Charleston. Lily's of Charleston. It makes food taste better because it adds a little hot spice to it. These events aren't just about the golf. It's about being in the city and hanging out. If you're here for the US Women's Open, you're going to check out the restaurants. You're going to check out downtown. And Charleston's brimming with like James Beard award-winning restaurants. It's like one of those places, if you pull out your phone and try to like, I want to go to the best place, it's going to be hard because there's like 50 of them. And you're going to be reading reviews all night long. And by the time you go to a place, it's going to either be closed or you won't be able to get in anyway because you didn't make a reservation. Charleston, make the reservations ahead of time. Decent. Odd form though, right? That looked like an awkward duck. Oh, that's water. All right. Oftentimes on the PGA Tour this happens. You get yourself a rough, situation deep in the bowels of a cavern. Oh, it's a regular bunker, guys. We thought it was a cavern from where we were. Oh, look at that luck. Look at that luck. Okay. This is a movable object. So it's kind of like when you're playing Jenga. You don't want that ball to move because then that would have been a stroke, but it didn't move. Not one iota. Now I'm going to get this in. Okay. You saw I got it over the other side, right? It looked good from there though, right? Did it go over? At least it stayed up, but I mean, again, this is retired. I can't, it just like doesn't do anything. It's like useless. It was good when I couldn't chip at all, and now that I could kind of chip with the, if you know how to chip, then don't get yourself a square strike, okay? Don't do it. Don't listen to the commercial. It's for if you can't chip. And now I can chip with a wedge, and then when I go back to the square strike, I'm just sculling it, like, because I'm used to chipping properly, and then I'm trying to do it improperly, and it's a lot to remember. Okay, are you ready? So on a biodegradable ball challenge, what you want to do is really take a nice whack at it. Sploosh. We've been playing 3 holes of really, really bad golf. You know what that means? Do we give up? Do we run back to the clubhouse? No. We play harder than we ever played before and do better in the next 3 holes. Never surrender, never give up. That's okay. Did you get that one, Elise? The sun has gone down and the moon has gone up, and someone's gonna leave with that cup. That's right, you saw the cup. Who's gonna win? I don't want to venture a prediction right now. Here's my summation of Charleston Country Club. It's an awesome course, but as already said, it's easy off the tee, but then the trouble comes on your approaches, because if you land on the wrong side of the green, there's some massive greens with shelves and like dipsy doodles and tons of undulation, and it's hard to like not 3-putt on some of these greens, as you probably saw me doing quite often, though I did make a couple. The point is, they're going to have some issues on the approaches. It's going to be some awesome short game on display, and especially to see them get around it. So I'm looking forward to the US Women's Open.